Jesus warned us. When this happens globally, 4 signs Jesus gave about his return. What if I told you that Jesus didn't just promise he would return? He gave us 4 specific warning signs that would appear right before his arrival. And when the final sign begins to manifest, it becomes too late. And that brings us to the first sign that should be unmistakable to anyone paying attention. Sign 1, global disasters like birth pangs. In Matthew 24, the disciples came to Jesus with a direct question. What will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age? They wanted clarity. They wanted specifics. And Jesus gave them a detailed, systematic answer. The first sign he described involves disasters happening around the world. Wars, famines, pestilences, earthquakes. But here's what most people completely miss about this sign. These aren't death pangs. They're birth pangs. Listen to exactly what Jesus said in Matthew 24, verses 6 through 8. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That phrase, beginning of sorrows, is crucial. In the original Greek, it literally means birth pangs. Jesus is using the analogy of a woman in labor to describe what the world will experience before his return. This isn't random imagery. It's a precise theological framework that changes everything about how we understand global chaos. Birth pangs have 3 distinct characteristics. First, they increase in frequency. Second, they increase in intensity. And third, they point to something wonderful being born despite the pain involved. Are we seeing this pattern today? Wars and rumors of wars are constantly in the headlines. Nation is rising against nation, not just in military conflict, but in economic warfare, cyber attacks, and international tensions that seem to be escalating by the month. Famines are affecting more people now than at any time in recorded history. Despite our advanced agricultural technology, earthquakes are being recorded with increasing frequency, and many scientists admit they don't fully understand why seismic activity seems to be intensifying in various places around the globe. But here's what Jesus tells us about our response to these events. See that you are not troubled. Why? Because these disasters aren't indicating that the world is ending in destruction. They're indicating that something new is being born. When a woman is in labor, the pain is intense. But everyone in the delivery room knows that pain is productive. It's not pointless suffering. It's the necessary process that brings new life into the world. Jesus is telling us that the global chaos we're witnessing isn't a random catastrophe. It's the productive pain that precedes the birth of his kingdom on earth. And here's where this gets even more profound. Birth pangs don't last forever. They increase in intensity until the moment of birth. And then the pain stops, and new life appears. Jesus is telling us that these global disasters will culminate in his return and the establishment of his reign on earth. This should completely change how we respond to bad news. Instead of being overwhelmed by reports of wars, natural disasters, and global crisis, we should be looking up. Jesus said in Luke 21:28, "When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads because your redemption is drawing near." Our redemption is drawing near. The birth pang analogy leads us directly to the second sign, and this one is happening not in the world, but inside the church itself. What Jesus predicted would happen to Christianity itself will explain why so many believers today feel like something has fundamentally shifted in the spiritual landscape. Sign 2, the church in crisis and awakening. The second sign isn't happening somewhere else in the world. It's happening right inside the church, and this sign seems to contradict itself. Jesus described 3 things happening simultaneously that appear impossible. The church shrinking and growing at the same time, weaker and stronger, more hated and more effective. Jesus said in Matthew 24 verses 9 through 14, Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another. Many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. And because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations. And then the end will come. 3 parts all happening now. First, Christians will be hated by all nations. Not casual mockery, systematic international hostility, making following Christ socially unacceptable and increasingly illegal. Christians fired from jobs, licenses revoked, businesses sued for biblical convictions. But here's the warfare. Christians aren't just persecuted. They're portrayed as the problem, the intolerant ones, the dangerous ones. Throughout history, persecuted Christians were seen as victims, generating sympathy and conversions. Now they're portrayed as villains, making persecution seem justified. This pressure exposes who's truly committed. Second, many will fall away. When following Christ becomes costly, people claiming to be believers walk away. Church attendance is collapsing in Western nations. In America alone, over 6,000 churches close every year. Denominations that once claimed millions now struggle to fill pews. But this is separating wheat from chaff, revealing genuine faith from Christian culture. When Christianity carried social advantage, many identified as Christians for reasons having nothing to do with following Jesus. Now that Christ cost something, those people are leaving. While painful, it's purifying the church. And those who remain are becoming more committed, more passionate, more bold. Third, the gospel preached to all nations. While the church shrinks and faces opposition, it achieves unprecedented success, reaching the world. Notice Jesus didn't say a large, comfortable church would preach the gospel. He said it would happen during persecution and falling away. How? 3 reasons. Persecution purifies the message. No more watered-down gospel. Persecution authenticates the testimony. People notice those willing to suffer. Persecution activates desperation. Urgency replaces complacency. It's the end of this section. If you are truly Christian, subscribe for part 2.